sad about it, so sad about it.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Locke to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Locked to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it here with Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Leo! Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Track 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Push him back. Check 26. Rock it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, seam 6.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Let's go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack on first down, Locke. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to draw now with Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You're out.
SOS.
Ready, ready.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mike 29.
Hey, Sam off.
Kill. Watch out. Hey, alert 3. Pick the edge. Come. Check. Chance.
Fair. Get it.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
260 Pittsburgh. Check, Mike 42. It's been a long day for you. 42's Mike, 42's Mike. Come on. 5.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 942, 942. Touchdown. Leo. Watch the safety creep. Watch it. Check 37. Check 37. Yes. Come to me, it's me. Snap.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
He's checking.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check. 42 the mic, 142. Score. Check 50. Watch roll out. Go.
Back to throw here. Let's run it. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's game situation. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Bravo. Kill. Hey, Sam off. Yo, hit it.
Block now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole...
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's go now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
29 is the alpha. Let's go. There. Get that ball. Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey.
On third and long, it's locked. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And it's third down.
Ready, set. Watch the curl.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough third and 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
Now Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Look at me. Go. Look, squeeze. Shit. Go.
Looking to throw. Allen's got it, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, let's bring it. Leo. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twins. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check safety. 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Jam. No. Go.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. 18 Gator. Check, Mike 42. Here we go, D. Go out. Here I come. Hey, Sam off. Check 4. Deuce. Bam. Switch it. Sponge. No. Check it back down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam.
Look at me. Door.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Hey, zoom.
42. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. Coming to you. Say. He's coming.
Look. Squeeze. Leo.
36. Tighten up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Six guy. Check 6 guy. Alert 3.
Hey, exit.
Mike 42.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First
Go. 10-2 stop.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hit it.
Block now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Block now. 11-15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey,
Locke looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ochena Nwosu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 2nd and goal. Locke, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Check 52.
Check. Go out.
Check 99.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for our visitors, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need,